Hello and welcome YouTube to my first ever Rome 2 online multiplayer battle. I actually am joined by a fellow beta member, or coincidentally joined my game. I was like, yo man, and crap, how did I forget his name already? I think it's M. Have a quick look. Mazor, there we go. Wow, I don't know how I forgot that so early. If you're watching this, I apologize for getting the name so early. Oh, it feels good. I did promise you some Shogun videos, but then I was with my partner, and then this game arrived in the post, which I forgot about because how busy I was. I forgot about Rome. So yeah, okay. As I was saying, I am playing with the Inci. That's how I believe they're called. Mainly because
Ancestors honor us.
true Britons were mainly Cornish and Welsh folk, mainly Cornish, especially in the south and southwest, and obviously the Midlands area sort of turned into the Welsh. Some went to Scotland, but the Welsh and the Cornish are the closest. I don't want to use the term purest Briton race because that could come across as a little bit racist. I don't mean it in a racist way, but they are the purest Britons. Therefore, I am playing as Briton here before the little English Mongols came to be. So, trying this out. I did notice when playing the skirmishes sounded completely Cornish. It made me laugh. But I did record it. I was going to record this live. I started a little bit, but I had to stop because I went so quiet because it was so intense. So I'm going to run up here. I've got some heavy cavalry on the left-hand side. I did have one that was in the tree lines here, but I kind of darted them across to hopefully that will hide them. As you can see here, they are hidden, but I do believe they are spotted. Therefore, he sent down some to scout. He does sort of have better cavalry, but I'm kind of hoping that my command buffs up. I've got my my druids.
Oh dear.
Little bro boys here. You can see men.
Move out.
Cinematic moves like this. Okay, and then you come out. Alright, you can do that for battles. There we go. I'm charging my my cavalry here. I put him on frenzy charge. I believe that he wasn't looking the way. I didn't kind of realise at the time. He's also sending down more cavalry. I believe his cavalry are actually better than I. He has 5 cavalry units, and I only have the 4. Including my general, I have 5, but I don't really use my general, despite being near of the same class. Obviously, they spoiled each other now, so he's going to pull down. He's going to engage dead on. He's going to bring these guys around and obviously hit my cavalry. Therefore, kind of leaving my cavalry on a big, kind of open end. Go on, let's enter into cinematic. Why do you cinematic mode way over here in this battle over here? I apologize, I didn't know that was going to happen. I can't even differentiate between the two. There we go, here's some Britons. True Inci tribe, the melee is getting really thick and hearted in there. But that's not really going to last. But I do also, as you can see, I do pull up some spear infantry to stand the spear band. They're not bad, but they're not like the elite infantry. They're sort of enough to hold their ground. And you see I moved up my slingers here, good ass range on them. Can hit down into the Cretan archers. They only have, I believe they're short bows. They look like nomad bows, but I don't know if they would have had nomad bows back then. I'm not too familiar with Roman or Macedonian history, especially military-wise. But that doesn't matter because we're playing Rome. I think here I had the first several shots off due to my extra range of the slingers. I could have pulled them back and done a bit of more skirmishing with them, but to be fair, I was slightly blown away by the whole escape. I instead did bring up my cavalry here, hoping to either pull back the archers to hit the archers, but because they bring up their spear infantry, I like backing that shit out. Sort of spreading and moving around my cavalry here just to try and keep them on their toes. So I don't know what we're going to do. So I have a little bit more room up here. I was, as you can see, send my general up here. My general is also a heavy cavalry unit, and then send these in. But I thought that might have been a little bit too late. I mean, if I did that earlier, that could have been on my right hand side a whole lot nicer. As you can see, I've got lots of circles around my men. I actually have a lot of men which have like a fear of influence, like my druid nobles, and also chant as well, like a little rally ability which inspires people. But if it's like any game, they have to stand there and bash it like they do with battle cry. But anyway, that's not important. I've got a cavalry charge coming in against the archers here. Do they retaliate in time? They do. Oh, they're actually swordsmen. I didn't realise. I thought they were spearmen, but my cavalry comes in, hits them down. Also got them. As soon as they hit, I'm moving straight across, hit into these guys. I'm going to keep hitting their archers, try and get, or keep even my ranged supremacy. Going to engage into melee somewhat soon here. As you can see, I brought out all of my melee infantry, my druids out. We don't have a lot of men, only 80. Bring out my nobles into the open now, like we are. As you can see, I'm sort of also taking out my defense here. I kind of. Are they my cavalry? Huh. Anyway, I got my sort of defense coming up here now. As you can see, I've run forward my melee. I've been on slow motion because I want the battle to pause, but at the same time I needed the cough. I should bring it out of melee, out of slow motion. But as you can see here, rallies and all setting up, your slinger shooting over the walls. Well, as you can see now, I'm sort of bringing up my spear, trying to get my spear now covering my flanks due to now cavalry. They still have number supremacy. Also pulled my cavalry back here, as you can see, into the tree line, because they obviously going to quickly pause it this time just so I can talk about it. As you can see here, they also pulled around, they got their cavalry down here. Now, if like their cavalry's behind like a lip here, and also you can't see my men, therefore I can't see his men. So this unit here is effectively hidden. But you can obviously still see all of these men because all his men here can scout them. So he's got a bit more scouting now, which I actually am really excited about. I don't know why I am so excited about that. But we've got some cavalry here. I do move all these. Actually, I was kind of hoping, because you can fight your replays. So I'm kind of hoping that the replays themselves don't mess up like they have done previously in the other games. Like early Shogun 2 did it. Medieval was horrible for it when it first came out. But anyway, as you can see here, foot companions flank there into melee, and the swords go swinging. Slingers over the edge here. This is going to be a really thick melee now. Obviously, due to my lack of armor penetration, the only really bonus I have, maybe a number supreme. Nope, they have like a lot of men in there. I don't know how good they are, but of course, obviously, me being crazy and fucking druids, that's what you need about. Boom, I hit a frenzy ability, meaning my melee attacks just got absolutely ramped up. I was also very cautious here of all of their cavalry, so you may notice the fact that I can't let my men just sort of stand here for a short while banging on their shields, like come on! But it takes a second for me to actually realise that and actually progress, because as you can see I'm now using my cavalry, got cavalry here and there, two sides of cavalry. Again, frenzied charge shooting in, as you can see. Also, they got their cavalry trying to pull up to the sides. Not too sure what they're trying to do with that, but I got surrounded him here with spear infantry, and also he's got the normal druids here, which I believe now. Oh god, that's a lot of slings hit in. Jesus Christ! Let me see here some of their artillery I managed to flank around with the general and my spear melee. I will move these guys in a minute. Fret not about that. I've noticed that Fraps has hammered their frame rate a little bit, where it's heaving about 20 frames per second, so it was a little bit jolty, so some people do notice these things. It's not like that in game, which is nice. Oh, melee's turned around, I mean, my skirmishers turned around, started firing at the cavalry there. I do hope I actually do, yeah, I have noticed that they're there and I've got men attacking me, which is nice. As you can see, also starting to move my druids well now, so we're just sort of closing up the gap and taking down whoever is trying to stand in our way next. I do believe these are Macedons, and I believe that my game is also frozen. I'm going to leave it on this glorified background, mainly because it appears that Rome 2 likes to freeze on the last 45 seconds twice in a row on the same video. But as you can tell by the end of the video there, that we have sort of surrounded and managed to win that fight. I've been Carpus. That's what I wanted to say. Took 40 seconds to say that. I've been Carpus. I hope you enjoyed the battle. First impressions, I played a little bit of the prologue. That was my first battle of multiplayer. As I've said, first impressions is damn, it's good. It's good. And I haven't been on the main campaign, well, Fog of War and stuff. I haven't looked properly at the map. But if the map's like this, like a grand strategy sort of styled one, I'm not saying the game is like a grand strategy, it's like a grand strategy sort of game, and that's pretty sick. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna witter on about nothing. I've been Carpus. I hope you enjoyed. See ya.